Pattern Panic, the case of the missing scientists. In the year 2026, the world felt like it was humming with a strange, static energy. Every time Coda opened her tablet, a new headline flickered into view, each one more alarming than the last. People were whispering about a great disappearance. They called it the missing scientist phenomenon. Coda, a junior information detective, leaned into the blue light of her screen, her eyes searching for the truth behind the noise. The first piece of the puzzle was General Vance. He was a retired Air Force general who had spent his life studying the stars and the secrets they held. One Tuesday morning, he stepped out for a routine walk through his quiet suburban neighborhood and never came back. His house was left exactly as it was, coffee still warm on the counter. The internet began to spin a story. Was he taken because of what he knew? A few days later, a second name appeared, Dr. Eris. She was a scientist with deep links to NASA, specializing in planetary atmospheres. She vanished during a solo hiking trip in the mountains. Search parties found her gear, but Dr. Eris was gone. On social media, the pattern grew. Two scientists, both linked to the sky, both gone in less than a week. The digital world began to vibrate with fear. Then came the darkest turn. Professor Thorne, a brilliant physicist from MIT, was found in his city apartment. It wasn't a disappearance, it was a homicide, and the culprit was nowhere to be found. Professor Thorne had been working on high-level energy research. To the public, this was the final proof. 3 scientists, 3 tragedies. The internet dubbed it a targeted campaign. Coda's mentor, a digital researcher named Elias, joined her in the lab. Together, they looked at a massive holographic map of the country. Glowing lines zipped between the locations of the 3 scientists, forming a jagged triangle. "Look at the connections, Coda," Elias said, his voice low. "People see this, and they feel a pattern panic. Their brains are wired to find meaning in the chaos, even if the meaning isn't there." The panic didn't stay on the internet. A famous news anchor named Clara took to the airwaves. "The government is investigating," she told millions of viewers, her face grave. Even the president made a statement, calling the situation very serious. This official validation acted like fuel on a fire. If the authorities were worried, the public fought. Then the conspiracy must be real. "This is what we call a collective delusion," Elias explained to Coda. He showed her a picture of random static on a screen. "When we are stressed, our mirror neurons make us mimic the fear of others. We start seeing shapes in the noise. It's like seeing a face in the clouds. Once you see it, you can't unsee it." People are weaving unrelated tragedies into a single, scary story. Coda looked at the data again, but this time she looked at the big picture. "Elias, how many researchers are there in the country?" she asked. Elias tapped a key, and a massive number appeared. 2 million. Out of 2 million people, Coda realized, it's statistically certain that some will go missing or face tragedy. We are looking at 3 people and ignoring the millions who are perfectly safe. "Remember the Havana syndrome?" Elias asked. People thought they were being attacked by secret weapons because of a strange sound. It turned out to be the mating calls of crickets. The scientists were coached to listen for it, so they found it everywhere. Coda smiled. The missing scientists weren't a secret plot. They were the background noise of a big, complicated world, amplified by a megaphone of social media. Coda closed her tablet and walked to the window. Outside, the city hummed as it always did. The pattern was gone, replaced by the simple, messy reality of life. She knew that tomorrow, a new panic would likely trend online, but Coda wouldn't be caught in the web. She had learned the most important rule of the digital age. Just because you see a pattern doesn't mean there's a picture.